This is Akashvani. We now bring you a radio report on the 54th International Film Festival of India being organized in Panaji, Goa.
चलती फिरती हंसती बोलती नाचती गाती तस्वीरें.
Day 2 it is of the 54th edition of the prestigious International Film Festival of India, and the movie fever is catching on in Goa. All around are press conferences, masterclasses, in-conversation dialogues with film personalities, and of course, screenings of movies in varied genres in different Indian and foreign languages. The movie buffs are having a blast and taking it all in. Here's Saish Deshpande with his take on the Indian Panorama films showcased today.
भारतीय चित्रावली प्रभाग के लिए आज का दिन काफी रोचक रहा। 5 नॉन फीचर फिल्में और 3 फीचर फिल्मों का आनंद डेलीगेट्स ले पाए। और ये फिल्में भी कैसी, हिंदी, मराठी, मलयालम, बांग्ला, उड़िया, आहोमिया और मिज़ो भाषा में बनी। सुबह के सत्र में भारतीय चित्रावली प्रभाग की पहली प्रस्तुति वध हाउस पैक्ड रही। फिल्म की स्क्रीनिंग के पूर्व निदेशक जसपाल सिंह संधू तथा प्रमुख कलाकार संजय मिश्र, सौरभ सचदेव और नीना गुप्ता का सम्मान किया गया। स्क्रीनिंग के पश्चात हमने निदेशक जसपाल सिंह संधू से बात की।
जब इफी का अनाउंसमेंट हुआ तो आई वाज इलेटेड बिकॉज दिस इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म जहाँ पे एक सिलेक्शन होना अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। तो मैं बहुत खुश था। तो मतलब पहले तो आई वाज ऑन द क्लाउड नंबर 9, तो मैं बहुत सीरियसली आई रियली आई एम थैंकफुल टू द ऑर्गेनाइजर्स एंड एवरीवन।
ये निर्देशन करते वक्त क्या क्या ध्यान में रखा गया, स्क्रीन प्ले या जो स्टोरी लाइन या भारतीयत्व?
सर एक्चुअली ऑनेस्ट एफर्ट था। तो जब लिखना शुरू किया मैंने और राजीव ने, तो जब लिखी उसके बाद फिर उसको उतारना था उसके अंदर। एंड मैं ग्वालियर मेरा होम टाउन है जहाँ ये शूट किया मैंने फिल्म, तो मैंने ग्वालियर को बड़ा क्लोजली देखा हुआ है। वो कैरेक्टर्स दिमाग में थे।
आपको ऐसा लगता है कि इंडियन फिल्म में, इंडियन पैनोरामा में वो इंडियननेस ज़्यादा रिफ्लेक्ट होने चाहिए?
सर मेरे ख्याल से इट्स अ फॉर्म ऑफ आर्ट अल्टीमेटली। तो हर किसी का अपना पर्सपेक्टिव होता है बेसिकली फिल्म बनाने का। मेरा ये था।
बैकग्राउंड स्कोर बहुत बात करता है, बहुत स्टेटमेंट देता है। इसके प्लानिंग, इसके डिजाइन में आपका कुछ सहभाग?
टोटल मैंने और गुरचरण ने साथ में मिलकर बैकग्राउंड स्कोर डिजाइन किया। गुरचरण मेरे बहुत क्लोज है, पंजाबी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री को बिलोंग करते हैं, बैकग्राउंड स्कोर देते हैं। तो मैंने उनको पहले नरेट की थी फिल्म लिखने के बाद, एंड आई वाज वेरी, मैं उनके साथ जैम करता रहता था। मैं थोड़ा सा म्यूजिक बैकग्राउंड रखता हूँ एक्चुअली। तो उनके साथ जैम करते करते तो फिर मेरे को लगा कि ही इज द राइट मैन फॉर इट। कि टाइम दिया गुरचरण ने बहुत एक्चुअली एक चीज। तो मुझे लग रहा था कि सी म्यूजिक तो यूनिवर्सल लैंग्वेज है सर, तो वहाँ के एक उस चीज को वो ले लेता है अपना, जहाँ का ट्रेडिशन होता है। मुझे लगा कि मैं एक बहुत वाइड स्पेक्ट्रम म्यूजिक दूं जो थोड़ा सबको अच्छा लगती है। दैट वे
स्ट्रिंग अरेंजमेंट्स के लिए बहुत बहुत
थैंक यू,
कांग्रेचुलेशन।
गुरचरण बहुत अमेजिंग है स्ट्रिंग्स में सर। थैंक यू
सो मच। वध इस हिंदी फिल्म के अलावा भारतीय चित्रावली प्रभाग में भंगार, श्री रुद्रम, माऊ द स्पिरिट ड्रीम्स ऑफ चेरो, द सी एंड 7 विलेजेस और बारूर शोंगशार ये नॉन फीचर फिल्में दर्शाई गई। और फीचर फिल्म कैटेगरी में बांग्ला में बनी अर्धांगिनी तथा रामलीला प्रस्तुत करने वाले एक पारंपरिक नाट्य मंडली पर केंद्रित मंडली ये फिल्म प्रस्तुत की गई। आज के दिन की इंडियन पैनोरामा की सारी स्क्रीनिंग्स हाउसफुल रही।
Rajesh Bhatt spoke to Rakesh Chaturvedi Om, the director of the film Mandali, which was showcased in this edition of IFFI in the Indian Panorama section.
मुझे लगता है कि जो मंडली फिल्म है वो बेसिकली जो मुझे आइडिया आया था इसका, वो मुंशी प्रेमचंद जी की कहानी रामलीला है, उससे मुझे प्रेरणा मिली। और उसको लेकर के फिर मैंने एक नई कहानी तैयार की, फिक्शन तैयार की। और उसको जब मैंने हमारे प्रोड्यूसर जो प्रशांत कुमार गुप्ता साहब हैं उनको सुनाया तो उन्होंने बिल्कुल जैसे मेरे दिल जहाँ था वहाँ हाथ रख दिया कि यही बनाना है। और उन्होंने हर तरीके से बनवाया, अच्छे से उन्होंने रिलीज़ की और सारी चीज़ें। और मैं तो तहे दिल से शुक्रगुजार हूं कि इफ़ी में जो जूरी है उन्होंने इस फिल्म को बड़ी निष्पक्षता के साथ एक अच्छे तरीके से इतना बड़ा सम्मान दिया इंडियन पैनोरामा में सिलेक्ट करके। मतलब इफ़ी एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पर सिर्फ चमकते सितारों को नहीं बल्कि उभरते सितारों को भी ला करके मौका दिया जा रहा है कि एक हमारी जो एक जो इंडिपेंडेंट फिल्म कम से कम बजट में हाथ खींच के और अच्छे से बनाने की जो हमारा प्रयास होता है उसको ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मिलना, मतलब कि ये एक बहुत बड़ा हमारे ऊपर ट्रस्ट है जिसको मैं चाहूँगा कि मंडली हर तरफ से हर जगह से अपने को उस विश्वास को कायम रखे, आगे बढ़ती रहेगी।
इसके बाद कोई और प्रोजेक्ट आपके अभी इस वक्त प्लेटफॉर्म पर हैं?
जी, मैं इस समय 2 फिल्म्स और 2 वेब सीरीज़ पे काम कर रहा हूँ और दोनों अब चूंकि मंडली ने इतना हौसला दिया है कि हमारे प्रोड्यूसर्स जो और हैं और जो सारी चीज़ें हैं वो हमें और बड़े बजट पे जा कर के इसको एक्सप्लोर करने का मौका मिलेगा और हिंदुस्तान की अलग अलग लोकेशंस पे मैं एक्सप्लोर करूँगा। चूँकि मंडली पूरी मथुरा में बनी है, हमारा पूरा सब्जेक्ट वहाँ था, तो मैं 3-4 जगहों पर अब काम कर रहा हूँ और होपफुली बेस्ट टू बेस्ट लेकर के फिर से आऊँगा।
Priyanka Mayapur caught up with Jonathan Katz and Mark David, the producers of the opening film of this edition of IFFI, Catching Dust.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much.
So, how do you find the ambience at the 54th of this film?
Well, it's incredible. I mean, just the reception here has been absolutely wonderful. The excitement, the scope of it, the size of the festival, and it's been a wonderful experience. And as I think a lot of us have said throughout this process, you know, you start out when you're making a film, and it's a bunch of words on a page, and it's people sitting in a conference room or people on a Zoom in this day and age. And then there's a ton of work during prep, and there's this flurry of activity during production where everybody is running around, and then there's a long process of post-production. And then you get to moments like this where you're sharing it with an audience, and you know, you sort of remember why you're doing it. You know, you want to have the reaction from the crowd, and the reception here has been just absolutely amazing.
That's nice. What's your take, Mark?
What's my take?
Yeah.
Very similar to John's, that this was just a dream and an idea that we were discussing, and to see it on a big screen, to see the lines at IFFI of people waiting to watch the film that we dreamed of making is a real honor. And to be the opening night film is a true honor, and something that we truly appreciate.
Incredible performances and beautiful vistas. We shot in a very dramatic location. It's a huge expanse of desert and mountains, and within that is a very personal and intimate story of a marriage and of a man and a woman trying to find, you know, her direction in life and under difficult circumstances. So we have amazing performances from Erin Moriarty, who is on the show The Boys, which is Amazon's biggest series, and Jai Courtney from the Suicide Squad and the Terminator films, and you know, and Dina Shihabi and Ryan Kaur, you know, 4 amazing actors that really turn in beautiful performances. So I think audiences can expect incredible visual imagery and incredible artistry in the performances of the artists.
Why Catching Dust? Could you tell us about the genesis of the project?
Yeah, so I had worked with Stuart on his last short film, and we had a very good working relationship. We'd built up a friendship, and he shared with me an initial draft that he'd written for Catching Dust. And the character development, the storyline, the narrative, the setting of it translated itself very well. It was very cinematic, even just reading it on the page. You could see the potential of this, and also the potential as a first-time feature maker for him to execute this. And I had such faith in his ability to do this, and despite all the complications, because there were a lot of complications making this, but it all paid off, and it's really how I imagined it. Watching it on screen is how I imagined it, or better than when I'd first read it on the page. It's definitely been a journey, and without the friendship of Stuart and John, I think it would have been much more of a struggle, but we filmed this under difficult circumstances. It was the end of COVID when we'd started filming this, so there were all sorts of scheduling issues around that, and then there were also challenges of shooting on 35mm film, but all of that translates to what you see on the screen, which we're very proud of.
Our correspondent, Welma Fernandez, was in conversation with a budding Goan short film director. Let's hear what he has to say.
Well, listeners, we have a very interesting section at this year's 54th IFFI, and it's called Goan Cinema. And right now we have with us Mr. Rajaram Gopal Turi, the director of the Konkani short film Marvat, which we screened soon in the Goan Films section. So, Mr. Turi, if you could tell us, this is your second directorial debut. How does it feel?
It feels good because getting such a platform at International Film Festival, it's a really proud moment for Goans and Goan filmmakers. So we really feel good to showcase our film on International Film Festival. So it's a good opportunity for Goans.
Can you tell us something about your movie Marvat?
Our movie Marvat is dependent on intercaste marriage, which has been practiced all over India. So we have showed that what problems have been faced by these families or upper caste or lower caste families to marry each other. So the hurdles which come together. So we have shown this in the movie.
All this in 11 minutes? It's a short movie, right?
It's a short film of 11 minutes.
Okay. And if you have worked as a cinematographer before, what was your journey like from a cinematographer to a director? Tell us something about yourself.
Actually, I have studied in Digital Film Academy, which is in Mumbai. So then I started assisting some of the cinematographers, and suddenly I got interest in directing film. So there was my dream to direct a film. So last year I did Nimne Disag, and after that I got some confidence to direct the film. So this time I also directed. This film was done in 60 hours actually. There was one contest, Waves. So for that we had done this film, and it got a special jury mention. So after that we submitted this film for International Film Festival, and then it was selected for Goan section. So we feel good.
Surely it's a proud moment for you. And how do you think IFFI is promoting Goan cinema?
Yeah, definitely IFFI is promoting Goan cinemas because, see, after all, what happens is there is only one film which has to be showcased for Indian panorama. So there we have always a chance to show our film on Goan section. So we Goans have such a good platform to show our film, especially Goans, because we get to show our films rather than any other state.
So wishing you all the very best, Mr. Rajaram Turi, and many more movies to come and many more IFFIs to look forward to. Yeah, all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Here is Damodar Atlekar with a short review of the films featured in today's competition section of IFFI.
इंटरनेशनल कंपटीशन विभाग में आज के दिन जूरी मेंबर्स ने देखी कुल 4 फिल्में। सुबह के सत्र में जर्मन भाषा की मेजर्स ऑफ मैन, टीना बर्कलाया निर्देशित रशियन फिल्म हॉफमन्स फेरी टेल्स। दोपहर के सत्र में वैंकूवर में सराही गई कैनेडियन फिल्म आसोग, जो LGBTQ इश्यूज को पेश करती है। और शाम के वक्त दर्शाई गई इटालियन स्विस जर्मन भाषा में बनी लूबो, जो गोल्डन लायन अवार्ड के लिए इस वर्ष नॉमिनेट हुई है। इन 4 फिल्मों के स्क्रीनिंग्स ने दूसरे दिन कंपटीशन सेक्शन के प्रतियोगिता में रंग भर दिया है।
This 54th edition of IFFI has a magnetic effect on all movie enthusiasts around the country. Priyanka Mayapur caught up with 2 delegates who have been eager to indulge in the film fever and share the experiences of the festival.
Hi, this is Priyanka Mayapur and I'm with...
Hi guys, I'm Prashant Barnidhar.
Well, movie enthusiasts basically who are gracing this event with their presence. So let's chit-chat a bit with them. So how do you like it in Goa, the ambience at this festival?
I think it's great. It's my second time here. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the days.
What about you?
I'm coming here for the 6th time. So the event is very good. Actually, I'm looking into some international competition movies here.
Okay, so what do you think about the food so far?
Food was great.
Were you able to grab something?
Yeah, I have some favorite restaurants over Panaji Market. So we went to that hotels. So we are having exploring foods and movies also here.
Can you tell us what individually what you do?
I've worked as an associate editor in 3 films, and I'm looking out to work independently.
So I'm working as a colorist in Tamil movies. And freelance, I'm also doing freelance works with others.
Were you able to catch any movies so far?
Yes, I've been to 3 films from the morning. So it's been great.
So I watched like 4 movies from the morning. So waiting for the next movie actually.
Okay, and would you like to put any of the movies in your my favorite list?
Yes, the first film that it opened, Yannick, was great. I have been a great fan of Quentin. The last time when I came here, Deerskin actually premiered and it was good. And I think Yannick, people should watch Yannick. It will be a great film for them.
In my list, there is The Price movie. So it is a great drama. It's kind of mixed emotions. So all should watch that movie. I prefer The Price.
Did you have any opportunity to meet any filmmakers or producers, directors, actresses?
Actually, we watched quite getting 2 to 3 peoples with us. Some from Myanmar, there is a filmmaker. So we met him. So we had a little conversation. And then with aspiring filmmakers, new young filmmakers, we met and we had some little chats.
This is a good platform and a good place to socialize and good place to make contacts. If you are looking for contacts and if you are looking to explore film and how it works and all that, it can be a good place. And if you want to spot celebrities, if you want to see big names coming, walking the red carpet, that is also available too. So it's a great combination.
What is that one thing that you'd like to take away from this festival?
Watching films is my go-to thing. I am always in when it comes to films. When I walk into a theater, it's like I really like it. So that will be a great memory, and the entire mental health of my year depends on Goa. So if it is good, my mental health is at peace. If it is not going well, then I have to figure out the other ways.
Yeah, so I'm also here only for the movies. We are making some good contacts, making new friends. So from my first year, I have made more than 10 to 20 friends from this IFFI event. So we are all coming back. So regularly we are coming and we are making some good friends and good movies and good memories we are making.
Finally, here is Brian Mendonça with what's coming up tomorrow.
After a feast of films today, tomorrow promises to be no less exciting. Here's a preview of what's happening. In the international competition category, we have The Other Widow, a film from Israel by Mayan Rip. How does one grieve for a lover who dies suddenly? Ella attends the Jewish mourning ritual of her lover and sees life in a different light. The film is in Hebrew. In the Indian Panorama section, there is a feature film as well as a non-feature film tomorrow. In the feature film category, one can view Mani Ratnam's Ponniyin Selvan Part 2 in Tamil. The plot focuses on Nandini, who is banished for the love of Prince Karikalan of the Chola dynasty and how she exacts revenge. In the non-feature film category, watch 1947 Brexit India, directed by Sanjeevan Lal. This is a documentary which reflects on Mountbatten's decision to split India in 1947. Experts discuss Britain's decolonization and India's path to independence. In conversation will be Kartiki Gonsalves of Elephant Whisperers, R.V. Ramani, Miriam Chande, Sai Abhishek and Nilotpal Majumdar. The category UNICEF at IFFI is represented by the Iranian film For the Sake of Anna, directed by Mohsen Seraji. Anna, the lead actress of a theatre ensemble, is denied a passport. The group tries to find various means to make this happen. There is an animation film from India tomorrow for the child in you. Dr. Ministine, directed by Sonali Jawale, is about Dinku the donkey who rescues the forest from burning. In the Best Debut Feature Film of a Director category, Rejer Azad Kaya enters the Syrian film When the Seedlings Grow in Arabic. In the category Accessible India, director Kabir Khan offers the film 83. The film is in accessible Indian Sign Language and recreates the World Cup cricket win by India in 1983. Competing for the ICFT UNESCO Gandhi Prize is It's Sira from Burkina Faso. In the Cinema of the World section, there is Bella America from Portugal, Seventh Heaven from Croatia, Fight Like a Girl from Rwanda, Toxic from the Czech Republic, and Commandant from Italy. Edge of the seat excitement, all happening here at IFFI 2023. Happy viewing!
As we wind down on all the IFFI action on day 2 and look forward to what's in store on day 3, here's wishing you, our listeners, a wonderful evening ahead. Till we meet again tomorrow, it's goodbye and good night from all of us here in Goa.
चलती फिरती हंसती बोलती नाचती गाती तस्वीरें
दुनिया के सब रंग दिखाती रूप दिखाती तस्वीरें
पर्दे पर सब राजों से पर्दे को उठाती तस्वीरें
वो दिल बहलाती कभी हंसाती कभी रुलाती तस्वीरें
ये हिंदुस्तानी सिनेमा ये मूवीज ये फिल्में रहती है करोड़ों के दिल में भारत के सिनेमा की है जय जयकार भारत के सिनेमा की है जय जयकार भारत के सिनेमा की है जय जयकार.
You just heard a radio report on the 54th International Film Festival of India being organized in Panaji, Goa. Produced and presented by Akashvani Panaji, this broadcast came to you from the Delhi station of Akashvani.